To everyone who knows who I am, they're going to think this video is a joke. To everyone coming in watching for the first time, they got one look at me and they're like, oh yeah, he did it. So I'm going to acknowledge rape allegations that I got on Twitter. And I'm also going to talk about this lovely little protection order that I got in the mail recently. And why I'm going to let it go through and not try to fight it in court. In fact, I'm not even going to go. So, I'm going to film this all in one take. Well, I'm going to have to edit a little bit. So, let's talk about the rape allegations first. So, we got to go way back to 2014. I was in a brief relationship with a lovely lady named Lizzie. We dated for about 3 days, and we only ever saw each other in youth group. And the relationship ended. We were kids, right? She was barely even my ex. Never even had sex. Now you're probably thinking, oh, so Lizzie accused him of rape? No. No, Lizzie did not. So this story is going to get really crazy. Everything that came after it. So fast forward to 2019. Actually, no. Rewind back to 2016. I make a silly little short film called, well, it doesn't matter what it's called. I made a little comedy film, entered it in a film festival, and the film festival didn't end up happening until 2017. I meet the showrunner at this film festival. I also meet his wife. This is also important. Fast forward to 2019. Me and the showrunner's wife, we end up having an affair. And I was 21, she was about 32. She was 12, I believe that's 12 years older. And I believe that she was eventually going to leave her husband for me. And that was not the case. I was stupid to think that that was going to happen. So I threatened to tell her husband everything, and I threatened to even post about it on Facebook. She freaked out, and then made a big long post about me on Facebook. Then I came out with my side of the story, and along with screenshots of her harassing me. And, well, everyone took my side. She was trying to make me out to be a stalker. I am now a convicted stalker. We're going to get to that. So, fast forward to 2022. I start making silly little meme songs on TikTok that begin going viral. Right? I start to gain a bit of a following. Now, a few months later, I have this friend who is a trans man. He is being stalked, harassed, and he has an entire smear campaign launched against him by a group of individuals from Virginia. This is important because when I made a video advocating for my friend and defending him against these false allegations, the married woman that I had an affair with in 2019 came forward and sent all of these Virginia people this article that she wrote about me. And because these Virginia people had no dirt to use against me, they just started pushing this article that this married woman, who's still married by the way, an article that she wrote. So then I began posting things about this married woman in particular, saying her name, showing her face, right? This is important because then another woman decides to come forward who is not only friends with these people from Virginia, but also the married woman. Her name is Kat, and she is the one who filed this protection order. But we are not at that point in the story. So, where are we at in the story now? So, 2022 I made the silly meme songs. 2023 is when I started making the videos defending my friend who had the smear campaign launched against him. So then we go to 2024. No, still in 2023. Kat decides to dox me on Twitter. This is important. So let me go ahead and pull that up. Oh, Kat. So I'll try to tell the story while I'm looking for the screenshots. I don't really want to edit anything. And I'm also sorry for my fingernails. I have not had a chance to clip them. But anyways, in 2023, Kat decided to... Oh no, 2024. Yeah, it says April 1st. It doesn't say the year, but she says She decided to dox me towards the end of 2023, and then I tried to dox her back, but I got the information wrong. I did it in retaliation. She said, thinking that I lived in Orlando is hilarious. She says in this screenshot, I'm waiting for the camera to focus. She says, I doxed your fat, retarded ass too, and I didn't even have to try. The information was just given to me. And the information would have been given to her by the married woman. Where are we at in the story? Just give me a minute. 2024. Okay, so 2024. I then go to a open mic night that the married woman and her husband were going to be at. I knew they were going to be there. But her name is Nikki, by the way, the married woman. She has this burner account called Tippy Sane. Now, she denies up and down that Tippy Sane is her. It's her. But she said on this account that I was only tough behind a screen. So I made sure to show up to this open mic night that I knew her and her husband were going to be at. Now, I never said their names in any of my jokes, but pretty much every other joke I told was about failing marriages and affairs, which obviously embarrassed both of them. So then she threw a big fit about that on Facebook. Now, unfortunately, by retaliating like this, I'm making myself out to be more and more of the stalker that she was trying to paint me as back in 2020. So we're about to get to the stalking charge part of the story. So let me try to fucking, mine's fuzzy. So then, 2024, fast forward to August of 2024. Nikki shows up to my house. Now, there's a lot of lore involving that. So, I'm going to have to edit this video now. Nikki ends up teaming up with some man named Matt Musselwhite that I beefed with briefly on Twitter and gave him my address, and he started making vague threats of showing up to my house and killing me. So, to make it seem like he had actually shown up, Nikki herself drove by my grandma's house, sent Matt the footage, and had him post it and pretended that he's the one who showed up. Now, Matt actually turned out to be a statutory rapist who had sex with 16-year-old girls when he was in his early 20s, and he openly admits to that. I'm going to play the footage that I filmed in August of 2024 involving that situation. So the Matt guy posted a video of himself driving past my house, right there, like he filmed like outside my house driving by. And I saw a car like slowing down out there, and I stared at him through the window, and he posted the video. I'm trying to pull it up, but he blocked me on all my accounts. I'm going to try to show you guys really quick. But right here, right? So this is a video of him driving past my house, and that's me in the window looking at him. He can barely see me. But I actually saw the car slow down out there while I was standing in the kitchen. I was like, Nikki? Oh, by the way, there's no way that's Matt. It was most likely Nikki filming, because the car being driven, I know Nikki drives a blue Kia. I could not see the color of the car, but it was a pretty small fucking car. It was definitely Nikki driving by, filming with her phone, and then sending it to Matt to post on his account. Matt did not come to fucking Iowa to post that. And then I replied, "You gonna enter? I saw you drive by. I stared, winky face." He said, "No, I'll probably make a new Twitter account and cry about it for another week," saying that, trying to predict that that's what I'm gonna do about it, right? Do I look like I give a shit? I mean, listen, I mean, if all they're gonna do is drive past my house, fuck, I wish he had tried to enter. I don't even think it was him. I think it was Nikki driving by and then sending him the footage from her phone. Like, I saw whoever it was while I was standing right there in the kitchen. They slowed down. I was like, and you can see me in the window a little bit. Like, can you see me a little bit in the window? Like, the light's on. Like, the kitchen light's never on unless I'm, like, in the kitchen. But, yeah, no. So, the thing is, he didn't really, or whoever took that video, because it wasn't Matt, they didn't break the law by doing that. So I can't call the cops. The cops won't fucking do anything about that. They would have to, like, enter. And it sucks that whoever took that video and drove by my house did not enter. That shit sucks. Because, fuck. I could have had an excuse to kill someone for one, but also I could have put Nikki in jail. It wasn't Matt. Matt did not show up. It was Nikki. 100%. Like, dead ass. I was right here. They drove by right out there. And they didn't even invite me outside or, like, try to enter or nothing. So these people aren't even a threat. They're just trying to scare me when I'm not scared by many things because I'm kind of like a psychopath. Okay. Well, this is going to be a little harder than I thought it was because, I mean, they did show up to my house. They just didn't do anything. What the fuck am I going to do with that? See ya mid-September. Well, that just proves that it wasn't Matt who drove by. It was definitely Nikki who drove by and sent Matt the footage like I suspected. Because Matt said he was coming in mid-September. Yet you expect me to believe he came today? It was Nikki who drove by. She's the one who made my car her profile picture. Because I feel like Matt would have at least entered. Or said something. Nikki's too much of a pussy. Well, that was easy. I reported every single threat that he threw my way, and I reported every post where he doxed me, by the way. That's why he got... I didn't think Twitter would take care of it so fast. I literally reported it like an hour ago. Also, I said earlier that Matt has kids. I now realize those are not his kids. He's a stepdad. And I tweeted this picture of, well, Max's dog. Not even my dog, but Matt actually replied, he's going to get hit by a car and split into pieces, is what Matt said. I sent it to Max and I said, oh, also, here's a good reason for you to hate him too. He'll be back. One-dimensional villains always come back for a sequel. And also, just so all the liberals watching can hate this guy, look what he's got in his bio. Hell yeah, now the liberals can hate him too. Why do I have mutuals that follow Matt Musselwhite when he openly admitted to messing with minors? Now, obviously, I would never put some sort of serious allegation in this unless he openly admitted to it with his own Instagram account called I Hate the Scene. So here's proof that that is indeed his account. Right? I Hate the Scene, black profile picture, because he forgot to update it from the BLM riots from 2020, Matt Musselwhite, and that is him right there, right? And in the DMs with this person, he says, I haven't done anything that bad, but I used to be a dick on purpose or wild out. I'd use chicks and shit. Nothing predator, just being a dumb asshole guy. Fucking high school girls in the park at night. Jesus Christ, legally, right? I think so. Statute of limitations, he says. So, Nikki teamed up with a pedophile. That's a good look, ain't it, Nikki? But yeah, no, I've been tweeting about this all day. I said, that's hilarious. My worst enemy teamed up with a pedophile. To be fair, she didn't know, but even now that she does know, there's no way she cares. Nikki, good rule number one. Fucking high school girls is A-okay as long as you hate young butt piss, right, Nikki? And I have all the screenshots here. And then I said also he kills dogs with a tweet of him doing that. Also, that's actually the only reply that Matt did to one of my tweets that Nikki did not leave a like on, was the one of him threatening to kill Max's dog. It's like, oh, you really draw the line there, don't you, bitch? She tweeted, think about it, bung yut piss. Why would I give a fuck if the guy that comes after you has good morals? If a piece of shit ends up behind bars because they did something to you, it's a win-win. 2 birds, 1 stone, baby. Hell yeah, now we know where her morals stand, right? And then Nikki said, if I had a gun with 2 bullets and I was in a room with Hitler, Bin Laden, and young butt piss, I would shoot young butt piss twice. Hell yeah! We love a morally righteous girly. So, in retaliation, I had reason to believe that the people from Virginia that Nikki had teamed up with probably orchestrated this. So, I decided to pack my shit and drive straight to Virginia and show up to the root of the problem. And his name was Fern. He's a trans man. Until I showed up outside of his apartment. Because I wanted him to know how it felt, well, for someone to show up to your fucking place of residence. This was fucking stupid. Because I ended up getting detained and released from recognizance, but now I have a stalking charge. And of course, even though Nikki wasn't in Virginia when this happened, she went and posted all this on fucking Facebook, acting like she had something to do with it. So, now I'm a convicted stalker, and it don't look that good, right? I now look exactly the way Nikki tried to paint me as back in 2020. Now, we're going to get to the rape allegations and how this protective order from Kat even happened. So, that was all in 2024. Now we're going here to 2025. I actually find Kat's information. I find her full legal name. I find what street she lives on. I find what state and city she lives in. And I DM'd it straight to her. So we're going to read what she has on this last page right here, right? So, this is a petition for a sexually oriented offense protection order, right? She says, Jerice Hawthorne messaged me and my boyfriend asking to know where we live and threatened to find my mother. He has posted on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube saying that he wants to find me and meet me. Jerice and his anonymous friend on Twitter posted myself and my boyfriend's full names, posted my street, threatened to go to my old work thinking I still worked there, threatened to send my private information to Nazis, I am Jewish, and makes many tweets toward me, my boyfriend, and my sister that are sexual in nature. He dug up old pictures of me as a child, my boyfriend, and my sister and photoshopped them into porn. He found a pornographic picture of a man who looks vaguely like my boyfriend and posted the picture, claiming that it is my boyfriend. He found an old TikTok I made where I detailed my sexual assault to spread awareness and has made memes out of it. He posted and spread lies about what happened during the sexual assault to suit his fetishes. He also made multiple tweets asking, "Do cats have 9 lives? My name is Cat." He constantly posts vague rape threats, anti-Semitic content, and disturbing content concerning cats on Twitter. Although some of his tweets are not explicitly aimed at anyone, I feel threatened. So we're going to talk about what's true and what's not. Jerice Hawthorne messaged me and my boyfriend asking to know where we live. I did do that. In fact, I believe I can pull up that exact message that I sent. But if I'm not willing to do that much editing, I may have to censor a little tiny bit. Because I can't really just show her fucking address. Can't just dox her on video. So, I sent her a DM. I said, "Hey," I said Catherine's full legal name, "which apartment on the street do you and your boyfriend Brandon," his full name, "live on," and I say her city and state, exactly. "I'm guessing it's cheap and pet friendly," which narrows it down to about 3, so which one is it? "You posted my address on Twitter, and I think it's only fair that I get your information so we can be even." So I'm going to use this random book to cover up the part that actually doxes them, and I'm going to show the last part of the DM. "You posted my address on Twitter, and I think it's only fair if you give me yours so we can be even." So she purposely leaves out the part where she posted my address, because why would she include that, right? So I did send, and I also sent something like that to her boyfriend as well. He says he threatened to find my mother. I never did that. He has posted on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube saying that he wants to find me and meet me. I posted that on Twitter, never posted that to Facebook, never posted that on YouTube. I made I made vague threats that I was going to show up to Ohio, and I wasn't actually even going to do that. But when you have a stalking charge for showing up to someone's apartment in Virginia, it makes your threats a lot more credible, right? He says, Jerice and his anonymous friend on Twitter posted myself and my boyfriend's full names. That is true. So the anonymous friend, his name is Ragu Boy. Now everyone, including Kat and Nikki, they all believe Ragu Boy is me. So now we got to explain who Ragu Boy is. I don't even know who the fuck he is. Although, based on what he has said, he is a 16-year-old kid who tried to cancel me back in 2023. That was a part of the lore that I kind of skipped while telling the story because he wasn't relevant to bring up until now. So he tried to cancel me in 2023 because I said some mean shit to him in a reply when he commented on my video. We have since made up, right? Ragu Boy is a huge fan of mine. He somehow bypassed my 18+ Patreon page, naughty. And he keeps posting very NSFW clips that were on the movies that I have on Patreon. But anyways, so Ragu Boy. He posted a clip of Kat talking about her sexual assault story where she puked on a guy's dick and he started rubbing piss and puke in her hair. And he started making fun of her for that, right? And he would also draw cartoon penises on pictures of Kat and her sister, right? And in one of those pictures, they were both about like 15 or 16, right? And no matter how much proof I provide that Ragu Boy isn't me, they just choose to believe that it's me anyways because it fits their narrative. Anyways, so they posted my street. We did do that. Threatened to go to my old work. Threatened to go to Brandon's work, not Kat's. He threatened to send my private information to Nazis. I am Jewish. Y'all gonna hate me for this one. I also did threaten to do that. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get you guys on my side. Just bear with me, okay? And makes many tweets toward me, my boyfriend, and my sister that are sexual in nature. No, that's Ragu Boy. He dug up old pictures of me as a child, my boyfriend, and my sister and photoshopped them into porn. Such an exaggeration. Ragu Boy drew cartoon dicks. Like he put the photos into Snapchat and drew very crude, poorly drawn dicks on all of them. It's not. It's that Photoshop. Like that is fucking cat. He found a pornographic picture of a man who looks vaguely like my boyfriend and posted the picture, claiming it is my boyfriend. Okay, listen. I know, it's going to be hard to get you guys on my side at this point. Just fucking bear with me. So here's what I did. There's this fucking photo of this fat ginger guy, and the caption is, "Fuck it, it's a Tuesday." And Kat's boyfriend does kind of look like the motherfucker, so I posted a picture of him. And listen, I know you guys aren't going to want to be on my side. Listen, just bear with me. Keep watching. We're going to get to the rape allegations here in a second. That'll really make or break whether you're on my side or not. So yeah, I didn't actually say that it was him. I just posted a picture of him, and then I put it next to the fucking picture of the fat ginger dude. Oh, I should be taking this more seriously. I'm like the Goofy from Goofy's Trial, that one fucking Filthy Frank skit. Anyways, he found an old TikTok I made where I detailed my sexual assault to spread awareness and has made memes out of it. That was Ragu Boy. He posted and spread lies about what happened during the sexual assault to suit his fetishes. Ragu Boy. He also made multiple tweets asking, "Do cats have 9 lives? My name is Cat." I did do that. He constantly posts vague rape threats. No. Anti-Semitic content. I repost jokes about Jews sometimes, and I've retweeted some things that Kanye has said, because even though the motherfucker's problematic, motherfucker can be funny sometimes. So whether it's truly anti-Semitic, it's kind of up to you. But yeah, I shitpost a lot on Twitter. And a disturbing content concerning cats on Twitter. Like what? Like what? Although some of his tweets are not explicitly aimed at anyone, I feel threatened. So anyways, now we're going to go into the rape allegations, right? So, Kat and Nikki, they claimed that I raped my ex-girlfriend Lizzie that I briefly dated for 3 days back in 2014 when we were both kids and only hung out at youth group. So, we're going to find the shit from that, right? Oh, Lizzie. So, long story short, Lizzie herself came forward and said that shit never happened, and Nikki and Kat made that shit up. So, this is the part of the video that I'm kind of banking on for you guys to take my side. Because I made a lot of stupid decisions in the last few years. And in 2022, I stopped taking my medication. I think it even says something like that in here, where it says that I am mentally ill. Yeah, so right here it says, Jerice is a mentally ill, dangerous man who is not taking his medication and has a history of stalking and harassing people. A huge exaggeration. The only reason why I showed up to Fern's and got that stalking charge is because Nikki showed up to my house first. And I am schizophrenic, right? I've been diagnosed with schizophrenia. So maybe my judgment when thinking Fern had something to do with it was completely wrong, right? So what these people are doing, they know I'm schizophrenic. They know I have Dandy Walker variant, which is part of my brain is not even there, right? They know this about me. And they keep pushing me on purpose, showing up to my house, posting false allegations, which I'm about to go into, to get a reaction. That way they can paint me as the bad guy, right? And also, I'm going to let this protection order go through. I'm not even going to go to the fucking court to fight it. Which most of you will probably be like, that's fucking stupid. Why don't you go fight it? Absolutely not. So here's why I'm not going to fight this protective order. I actually read through it, and there's something very important in this that will actually benefit me if I let it go through. Just give me a minute. Let me read it off before I get into the rape allegations. Right here. So, it says, the respondent shall not initiate or have any contact with the protected persons named in this order or their residences, businesses, places of employment, schools, daycare centers, or child care providers. Contact includes but is not limited to landline, cordless, cellular, or digital telephone, text, instant messaging, fax, email, voicemail, delivery service, social media, blogging, writings, electronic communications, posting a message, or communications by any other means directly or through another person. This last part is important. or through another person. So I don't know if all of you knew this, but protective orders are a two-way street. They go both ways. I won't be able to contact her. She will not be able to contact me. Also, my friends can't contact Kat either. And if protection orders are a two-way street, that means Nikki can no longer contact me without getting Kat in trouble. So I'm going to let this protection order go through because it's ultimately going to benefit me because Nikki's going to be forced to leave me alone. She won't be able to contact me anymore. I'm not going to fight it. It's going to help me in the long run. So now we're going to get into the rape allegations. Right. So, okay, so Radu Boy was out there batting for me, right? I didn't step in for the longest time, so Kat and Nikki, they originally accused me of raping a prostitute, so I assumed that they were talking about my former friend Adeline, who was a legal prostitute over in Nevada. Now, easily debunkable, because I'd never been to Vegas. Now, when I debunked the allegation, I made the stupidest decision. Instead of just saying, yeah, I never met this woman in my life, I said, I couldn't have raped her, I'm a virgin. Look, I made a lot of stupid fucking decisions. Oh my god. It was just Nikki and Kat making one weird-ass assumption. I don't know even how they came to this conclusion. I guess you could ask their crack dealer to tone it down a little bit. So of course I had to debunk these allegations immediately. And my first thought was to lie about being a virgin to get out of the allegations when I could have just said I never met the bitch.
My name is Young Butt Piss. I am currently being accused of sexually assaulting a prostitute on Twitter. Not even a bit. I swear I would not joke about this. This is an actual thing I'm being accused of on Twitter. It's not true, obviously. But I do have a bit of lore with a prostitute. And I did make her cry. She cried because I said something really mean and nasty to her. She made an entire video. I sent it to just me through a private DM where she was crying and asking why I said something like that to her. Now, this prostitute, like, she is a legal prostitute in Nevada, right? And I never even met her in person, by the way. So, but also, the thing is, she told me that she liked me, but it was nothing too serious. She told me that she liked me, but I had to rebrand and stop doing Young Butt Piss if I wanted it to go anywhere, because she just didn't want to be associated with the Young Butt Piss brand. So if you're wondering why I changed my name to Reese Thorne or Karma Houdini and was like, I'm done doing Young Butt Piss, I did it in hopes to get a crumb of whole. And one of the accusations on Twitter, this person says that I claimed I was a virgin. Well, listen, you don't change your entire online brand and change basically your whole personality and try to lose weight for a girl unless you're a virgin. I ain't never beaten the virgin allegations. So it's embarrassing to admit, but I feel like it helps my case. It's like, yeah, I'm a virgin, but at least I'm not a rapist. I swear to God, this is not a bit, guys. I'm trying to add humor into this. It's a ridiculous accusation. I'm trying to leave this woman's name out of it. I know she does not want to be brought into this. However, I did make an entire documentary about it, but I never released it because it's extremely petty. I can't justify its existence. I was going to fly to Vegas and meet her. It just didn't work out because the woman paying for my flight messed up. Yeah, I was not paying for it myself. I'm broke. I don't know how these people even heard that I made a prostitute cry. How do they figure that out? Who be telling my secrets, bro? Oh, and as for the virgin allegations, those are true. I have had a few relationships in my life, but I was unironically a Christian at the time, and I straight up had a purity ring. And now that I've stopped going to church and stopped being Christian, I just haven't really had the opportunity to sleep with anybody. So yeah. Virgin allegations, true. Rapist allegations, nah. I mean, why wouldn't a guy named Young Butt Piss be a virgin? I wasn't always this ugly, though. I used to look like a cute little twink. That's when I had the purity ring, by the way. I had a purity ring when I looked like this. I was saying no to women. I should have said yes!
Listen, it's a weird lie, but I still didn't rape her. By doing this, I have fucked myself because now Nikki is trying to use the video of me lying about being a virgin to prove that I never slept with her behind her husband's back. But nobody's buying it. Because everyone knew I was lying about being a virgin in the fucking video. Because listen. So I denied for the longest time that I slept with my friend's wife, even though everybody knew. I was like, listen. If I told you that my friend's wife invited me over to watch a movie without her husband home, and she told me when he was going to be back, and then I randomly told her I wanted to stop being friends, and she freaked out on me and started stalking and harassing me, and the cops got involved, would you believe me if I said I didn't fuck her? No, you wouldn't. Everyone knew. So, anyways, we're going to get into this. So, Ragu Boy goes to bat for me, right? He said, another fact is that you're the same exact person who accused Butt Piss of raping Adeline because he posted a song using her crying vid in the background. There's more things I have to explain. I made Adeline cry. It's part of why our friendship ended, and I took the audio of her crying and I auto-tuned it and put it on an album. I'm not a good guy, guys. I'm just not a rapist, okay? I'm not a hero. I'm pretty much not even the victim in this situation either. I hope you guys take my side anyway. To which Adeline herself had to tell you he never raped her. So Adeline actually did message one of my friends to tell her that I never raped her, because that shit was like catching like wildfire on Twitter. Anyways, don't pretend to be all innocent when you've made false sexual assault allegations. Then Kat, this is one of Kat's burner accounts. She says, we weren't talking about Adeline. We were talking about your prostitute friend Lizzie, who told her ex that you assaulted her. And so then Nikki, so this is a screenshot of Kat talking to Nikki, because we can see Nikki's profile picture right there that she forgot to crop out. Nikki says, this is inaccurate. We accused him of raping a prostitute, and he said Adeline, and we were talking about Lizzie. So now I decided to message Lizzie's brother, Jesse, who I'm good friends with, right? And I was like, hey, can you ask Lizzie if I raped her? I already knew the answer. But we're going to pull up... here's this screenshot. Here's this screenshot of me messaging Lizzie myself. Apparently, I forgot about this. Yeah, so someone commented, this is another one of Nikki's burner accounts, saying she was talking about Elizabeth Edgecombe. And I said, hey, Lizzie, can you confirm this? And she's like, what's this on? Yeah, we definitely never slept together. So then I remember posting it on Twitter some time ago, and they just ignored it and kept posting. So then Jesse hops on himself and tells them to shut the fuck up and leave his sister out of their mouth. So, anyways, Jesse, Lizzie's brother, says, keep my sister's name out of your mouth. And Lizzie said, none of that is true, that's the thing, besides the stupid blowjob part. And she told me to take her home after like 30 seconds because it's just embarrassing. Let's just not talk about it. Anyways, she said, Lizzie says no. I never had sex with Reese. So Lizzie herself confirmed that not only did I, not rape her, but we didn't even have sex. Now, this is important because I want you guys to see how Nikki and Kat react to Lizzie debunking their allegations about me. Just give me a minute. I'm going to find it. They actually initially denied that the person saying that was Lizzie's brother at all. They made that shit up. They thought that Lizzie and I weren't cool anymore. They had no idea that I was still friends with her brother and I could easily clear my name. Right? So yeah, this is Nikki's burner account, Tippy Sane. Right? I want you guys to see how, how they respond, what they start saying, right? Here, okay, so here's them coping about it here. So here's what Kat said when Lizzie confirmed I never raped her. Lizzie either lied to her girlfriend about being assaulted by you or is just saying that you didn't assault her now to save your ass. That's between you and her, not me. Your obsession with my sexual assault isn't going to hold up well tomorrow, which I'm guessing is in regards to the protective order I got, right? So they actually had a conversation with each other in the DMs, and they cropped, Kat and Nikki cropped each other's usernames out to make it seem like they were protecting the identity of the victim, and made up a story about me raping my ex-girlfriend Lizzie, who came forward to confirm that never happened. So now they're just claiming that Lizzie lied about being assaulted when they were the ones who lied about Lizzie saying that she got assaulted by me. So it's because of this part of the story, I'm hoping all of you magically take my side despite all of the sins I've committed. Right? I mean, I think the worst thing I've done is threaten to give a bunch of Nazis this Jewish girl's information. Y'all can shit on me for that one. And for the record, I didn't actually give it to him. Nor was I going to. Man, it's gonna be. Now I want you to see how Nikki herself reacted as well. Oh, really quick. Here's this awesome thing that Nikki tweeted. This is Nikki's main account, where she's not hiding behind a burner. She said, if I had a gun with 2 bullets and I was in a room with Hitler, Bin Laden, and Young Buttpiss, I would shoot Young Buttpiss twice. And clearly they don't care about anti-Semitism as much as they claim to. But we're going to talk about how did Nikki react. I'm having trouble finding it. It's on my computer. I'm gonna have to end the video. I'm gonna have to edit this. I don't want to edit this. So Nikki's response when Jesse came on to confirm that I never raped Lizzie and that Nikki and Kat made that shit up, Nikki says, "Aw, Jesse, you trying to shame me? Your sister is gonna suck cocks in hell." This was a woman that Nikki was claiming to advocate for, right? She was claiming that I raped my ex-girlfriend Lizzie, and now she's slut-shaming her and saying she's gonna suck cocks in hell. Kat and Nikki made that shit up. So, now, because Kat and Nikki claim to be sexual assault victims themselves, I'm going to say something controversial here. I don't believe their stories now. So, when Kat claims that she was forced to puke on some guy's dick, I don't believe her. Because if she were truly a rape victim, I feel like she wouldn't just make up allegations about me raping my ex-girlfriend. Because these women have never talked to Lizzie. And also, another thing I want to point out is I believe it's like girl code to not tell another woman's story without her permission because it's not their story to tell. So even if I did rape Lizzie, what made Kat and Nikki think it's okay to tell someone's story without their permission? You know what I mean? There's just a lot of things about it that don't make sense. And also I'm going to say something else controversial. Fern, or Sarah Stockton, the trans man who got me convicted of stalking when I showed up to her house in Virginia. Her real name's Sarah. She identifies as a man. She calls herself Fern. However, when she called the cops, she told them that she was a woman. And she told them that her name was Sarah Stockton. She went from he, him pronouns to she, her pronouns because it became convenient. So, I have been deliberately dead naming and misgendering Sarah on Twitter. Because I believe that if you can change your pronouns on a whim whenever it becomes convenient, I don't think you were ever trans to begin with. So, I'm never going to call Fern a man again. And you can hate me for that. It's fine. I'm not really a victim in all of this. I made a lot of stupid decisions. I'm an unmedicated schizo at the end of the day. But I believe I provided enough context and proof to hopefully people take my side in all this. But yeah, no. I'm going to let Kat's protective order go through. Not going to Ohio to fight it. Just going to let it go through. It's going to make me look really bad. But Kat and Nikki will no longer be able to contact me. Because protective orders are a two-way street. So, goodbye, Nikki. And goodbye, Kat. And you probably want to tell all your friends to not contact me ever again either, including Tara.